Hi, everybody. I'm Lindsay, and today we're going to be talking politics. I am not a big fan of politics, but in terms of recent events, we're going to have to get more active out there. So, yeah, we're going to be talking about how you vote, where you vote, and what exactly we're voting on. So, I'm here with Kat Canada.
Hello.
But we're talking American politics, not Canadian politics. Sorry, I stole your joke. That was her joke from earlier.
It's a new last name. I still got the jokes.
Okay, so I met Kat at a Wild Woman book club, and then we went skinny dipping at Black's Beach together.
Yep.
And now we're making a political video.
And we're best friends now.
Yeah,
So
BFF.
Yeah.
So, did you want to share a little bit about how you met me?
Yeah.
Or like what?
So that's her version of how we met each other. My version is that I manifested her into my life. So I run this group called Ladies Aloud. And ultimately, it's a female empowerment group talking about sustainability as a movement, as feminism and sustainability in life. And I host an event a few months back now talking all about clean beauty. And Lindsay's dear friend Lacey was on the panel.
Love you, Lacey.
Same, love you too. And so through that, I started following Lacey on Instagram. Lindsay oftentimes does Apotha Beauty, call it Apotha Beauties.
Yeah. Their Insta story.
Insta story, and it's hysterical because she's hysterical. So I became like such a fan, fangirled so hard, and it was like, she needs to be my friend. We need to be friends. Fast forward months, walk into this book club, and this beauty walks in. I was like, manifested her right into my life.
Oh my God.
And then we went skinny dipping, and now we're going to talk politics.
Boom.
So
politics.
that's my version of the story.
All right, cool. So here we are.
Here we are.
Cheers to that, my friend. And let's get this started. Okay. First things first. What are these?
Yes. So
I got these in the mail.
Has been getting
what is
all
this?
The mails. So ultimately, this right here is your official voter information guide. So this has all the things, all the people.
Okay.
Who, what, who's supporting a certain prop, who's not supporting a certain prop, who's opposing it.
So chances are you're not going to be reading this.
No.
I mean, let's be real. Throw it away. Recycle it. Sorry. I mean,
maybe read it.
Maybe read it. Sorry. Okay, yeah, totally. I'm not
or
reading
just
it.
watch this video and then you'll know.
Or just watch this video. All right, cool. So wait, what's this thing?
And then this guy is a sample ballot. So if you open it up.
Gubernatorial. Gubernatorial. What does that word mean?
It's not
gubernatorial.
Totally sure. Oh, and we're breaking things.
General election. So November 6th.
That's really the first thing first. First thing first. November 6th is the day.
Yes. Okay, November 6th. So
go vote.
Where do I vote on November 6th?
Hold on, we're going to back up.
Okay.
This guy, so this is a sample ballot. In this, you could also choose to go paperless. So if you want to mail in your ballot, you can do this. But you have to let them know. And for us here in California, the application deadline is October 30th. So may or may not see this video by then. So if it's past that date, November 6th is your day. Okay. So November 6th, go to the polls.
Where are the polls at? Where are the...
All over the place. So oftentimes public libraries.
Okay.
Other like rec centers or community centers often.
Okay.
But you could just go online, type in your address to look up your nearest polling station. You can go to USA.gov and that can find where you are. Also just Google nearest polling station. Here's my address. I need to be fine.
You make it seem so easy.
Google,
so easy, guys.
Google makes life so easy.
So easy.
So,
okay.
That's where we're at for that.
Cool.
That's where we're at.
Okay, so let's get into the props.
Yes. So we're going to start with the California props. So there's 12 of them in all, 11 of them in all. One has been removed from the ballot.
Okay.
Which I feel like there's like a story there. I want to know the story. I don't know. It's probably not as juicy as I think it is, but you know.
TBD. We'll go back to you on that.
So 11 in all. So I think we're going to just start.
So what's the first
from
one?
the top. We're going to go down. Since I don't have these in my brain.
I feel like I have to put my thinking cap on. Hold on one second.
So we're going to go down the list here. Here it is. Oh.
Okay.
Tie it on.
I'm ready.
Tie it on.
Okay, I'm ready.
So first one, prop one, housing programs and veterans loans bond.
Okay. Yes.
All sorts of stuff. So ultimately,
no?
This Sure. Okay, got it. Moving on. Done and done.
No, what are we voting on? I want to know.
So this measure authorizes $4 billion in bonds to support existing affordable housing programs.
What does that mean?
Yeah, so ultimately what that means is that the housing programs would be for low-income residents, veterans, farm workers. So those programs include all sorts of stuff that won't really mean anything unless you know, then they wouldn't mean something.
Okay.
So under this measure, $1 billion would be exclusively dedicated to veteran housing, which is cool.
Yeah, that's great.
Like here in San Diego, we
have
such a military population. So who supports it? This is always really interesting of knowing who supports it and who opposes it. That often means also following the money. So who's putting a lot of money behind a prop, who's putting a lot of money behind a prop to oppose it, usually can be some kind of like indication of what's going on maybe in the background.
So do you know what the situation is with this
one? Who supports this? So the Chan Zuckerberg Initiative. So Zach?
Yeah.
Is Zach Zuckerberg? Yeah. Facebook.
Okay. Facebook supports it.
I mean, the only like Zuckerberg. Who else knows is Zuckerberg? That's only Zuckerberg. They have a foundation.
Okay, got it.
Their initiative is their foundation. Affordable Housing Now, Habitat for Humanity California, Congress of California Seniors. There's a lot of support around this. Also, something to note: $0 have been contributed to oppose it.
Okay.
That usually is an indication.
Everybody loves it.
We're into it.
Well, actually, it's not that everybody loves it. It's that nobody hates it, right?
Right.
So if $0, nobody is putting money to oppose it.
We're good.
Yeah, cool. Is that it?
That's it.
All right.
One.
Number 2.
Prop 2. Authorizes bonds to fund existing housing program for individuals with mental illness. So not too far off from the first one, which was about housing for veterans.
Okay.
This one is ultimately using millionaires' tax revenue for homelessness prevention housing bonds.
And we kind of need that in San Diego. I mean, we have a problem. We got to figure something out, right? Like, so this is an idea to figure that out.
Yeah. Well, these are for California and all, so not just San Diego.
Okay.
Yeah. But also there's. But yes.
Noted.
You're right.
Okay.
So this one is ultimately it would amend an existing law to allow some of the money that's slated for mental health services to be specifically used for housing people with serious mental illness.
Okay.
Similarly, no money has come forward to oppose it. And it pretty much is supported by California Police Chiefs Association. I trust them. Mental Health America of California, Construction Trades Council of California. So a lot of
sounds good to me.
Big, yes.
Sounds good to me. I'm getting goosebumps, which is my affirmative.
Yes. Yeah. That you could take that strategy into the polls with you. Do you have goosebumps when you read these pops?
Yeah, that means yes. Yeah.
Okay. Prop 3. This one is really interesting to me. So this one is Water Infrastructure and Watershed Conservation Bond Initiative.
Fascinating.
So what this does is uses lots of money, like $8 billion, for water infrastructure, groundwater supplies and storage, surface water storage, dam repairs. It also allots money for watershed and fishery improvements, as well as habitat protection and restoration.
Okay.
Yeah, so this one is really interesting because, especially California coming off of our drought where our like watersheds and our like groundwater, I don't know if this does anything for groundwater, but in general was just depleted and destroyed. So what this does is ultimately uses money to help protect the environment and particularly the groundwater and surface water storage.
Spoiler alert, nobody is opposing this with any money.
But here's the interesting thing.
Tell us.
Tell us. Is that, so here's who supports it. Senator Dianne Feinstein, Queen, the Queen herself, California Labor Association, the Nature Conservancy, Ducks Unlimited, California Water, a bunch of people, a bunch of environmental groups support this.
Okay.
A couple to note who oppose it, the Sierra Club, which is very interesting because they are...
Wait, who's the Sierra Club?
The Sierra Club is a major national environmental conservation group.
Okay.
And I mean, I am a fan of the Sierra Club, and I usually what they do, I usually kind of lean into.
So do you have any idea as to why they're opposing it?
Part of why they oppose it is the dam situation. The dam situation.
Dam situation.
Dam situation. So ultimately what they're saying is this prop would allow dams to be built and not necessarily regulated. So the issue with dams is that it could completely change an entire ecosystem and really impact years and years and years down the road. So
do you know if they're going to build new dams or if they're going to like just fix the ones that are already there?
So, okay, here's what they say. So Prop 3, this is coming off of the people who say no on Prop 3, which is Sierra Club and a couple other groups.
Okay.
So they say Prop 3 is a wasteful bond that sidesteps oversight, continuously appropriates all the funds, there will be no annual budgeting, removes accountability, does not allow for meaningful review of whether the spending complies with the bond's stated priorities, robs Californians. It sounds aggressive.
Yeah. Like, come on, guys.
Yeah. Public's tax money is their issue here. And then RAID's climate funds. So RAID's funds intended for reducing climate pollutants, building affordable housing and transit, and reduces wildfire risk and gives it to large water agencies. So this one is ultimately big water would get benefit out of this, and then maybe the smaller environmental purposes wouldn't.
Okay.
So this one's up in the air. Kind of depends
Tough
on
call.
where. Yeah.
Just
So
vote, guys. Just vote. Just vote.
do your research.
Do your research. Go with your gut. If it's messed up, we'll vote again in another 2 years, and we'll figure it out. I mean,
if you get goosebumps, go with it that way. You get the chance.
Yeah. Just vote.
Yeah. Prop 4. No one's put up money to oppose it. Prop 4 ultimately authorizes bonds funding construction of hospitals providing children's health care. Yes, we support children's health care. Prop
I mean,
5.
or no, right? Or no.
Yeah.
Whatever. But, like, nobody's opposing it.
Prop 5 changes requirements for certain property owners to transfer their property tax base to replacement property. This one is a little confusing and super interesting as well. I would definitely urge you to go read up a little bit. It ultimately allows for tax assessments to move from property to property with the person. So this...
Wait, I love that.
So,
Yeah.
So this is ultimately...
Like, the percentage stays the same?
Yeah.
Okay. Of, like, the value?
The tax assess... I'm totally not sure.
All right, research it, guys.
So ultimately it's for people over 55 or if their house has been damaged from a disaster or if they're disabled, if they have to ultimately move their house or sell their house or something happens.
Yeah, because the thing is like with property taxes, it's such a burden, and it's like, because it's a lot of money on top of, and so for senior citizens and whoever else you said, like, give them a break.
Yeah.
If your house got messed up, like, that sucks.
Yeah, so this would be an amendment. It used to be that, so currently as it stands, you can only transfer your tax assessment once.
Okay.
This would be an amendment to that, which would let it do it endless number of times.
Oh.
So it already stands. It would just be a change in it.
Okay.
So
yeah, whatever.
See what how you feel on that. So Prop 6 is voter approval of future gas and vehicle taxes in 2017 tax repeal initiative.
What does that mean?
So ultimately it is, so this is what it says. The ballot initiative would repeal the gas and diesel tax increase. So we have that right now. And vehicle fees that were enacted in 2017 and require voter approval for fuel tax and vehicle fee increases in the future.
How are you feeling about that? What does that mean? What is my yes and what is my no?
So here's who supports it. Okay. California Republican Party.
Okay.
National Federation of Independent Businesses, Republican gubernatorial candidate John Cox opposes it. Governor Jerry Brown, the entire Democratic Party, Chamber of Commerce, California Professional Firefighters, American Society of Civil Engineers. Ultimately what it does is it takes the money that now is like balancing out the fuel taxes and vehicle fees, and what that money now is used is for like road repairs and infrastructure and that kind of stuff, and it would be not, that money wouldn't be going there. It would be taking it away. So again, do your research, but I'm leaning on the fence of I'm voting probably no on that, because we don't want that. We want to be able to continue like fixing our roads and having our tax money going towards the betterment of everything versus like gas money going towards people who aren't going to be
who knows where it's going to go.
Right. So, yeah.
Like, let's just keep it on the
Keep
roads.
Keep it on the roads.
Yeah, but then at the same time, it's like it's one big pool of money, right? So it's like,
Yeah.
so that's why it's a little tricky.
Yeah. So, and again,
Got it.
going back to the money, $28 million has been raised to oppose it versus $3 million
Whoa.
for support. And some pretty major players.
Okay.
Okay, the next one, Prop 7, is so interesting, and I want to hear if you guys have an opinion about it or like know someone who has a really strong opinion about it, because in general, I just want to know. And maybe it's
Okay.
not that interesting. Here it is.
Okay.
Permanent daylight savings time measure. So this prop would allow California to establish a permanent year-round daylight saving time. Yes. Thoughts on it?
So my thoughts are, I always get my circadian clock majorly effed when they do the time change.
Yes.
But at the same time, I have a friend who has a retail shop and I work there part-time. If it's darker at night, people are less likely to be shopping. So I guess that's the whole reason why it's stuck around for so long. So,
I always thought it had something to do with farmers.
and farmers too. Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, over here in California, I don't know.
I don't know either. So here's what it says.
Okay.
Let's see. Right now, daylight savings time begins at 2 a.m. on the second Sunday in March and ends at 2 a.m. on the first Sunday in November. Spring forward, fall back. We know that. So this prop would end the biannual time change and instead establish a permanent daylight saving time should federal law ever.
Which isn't Arizona already doing it?
Uh-huh.
So what's up with my Arizona
Arizona
people? Like, how are you guys? How's it going? How are the farmers doing out there?
It's Arizona and one other state.
Okay.
I
So
don't
yeah,
know.
ask your friends.
Ask around.
Yeah.
I don't have a hard sell on either way. So
I
you
mean,
tell.
I
you
like.
tell us.
I would like it to go.
Okay, so yes. we
I would
got a
like it
yes.
to go.
Sure.
I don't know.
Oh wait, you don't want it?
Yeah, I don't want. I don't.
Okay.
No. Wait. So would I vote yes if I do want them to keep the time change?
So you would vote yes if you support getting rid of the biannual daylight
Yeah.
savings time,
Yeah,
and you
that's-
vote no if you would like to maintain the way it is.
Yeah. No, I'm good. But,
Bye. Bye.
Yeah.
Okay. Prop 8. This is a doozy.
All right, I'm ready for it.
Doozy dialysis.
Okay, let me tighten my thinking cap.
Yeah.
Okay,
Walk
we
it
go.
up.
Tighten it. Okay, let's do it. Give it to me.
Prop 8. Limits on dialysis clinics revenue and required
Yes.
refunds initiative.
I saw commercials about this. What are all
Yes.
these like sad old people that are gonna die? I guess. Like,
Yeah.
what's going on?
So ultimately, here's what it is. Prop 8 regulates how much an outpatient dialysis clinic can charge for kidney dialysis treatment. So this initiative would require kidney dialysis clinics to refund patients or their insurance providers any profits above 115% of the cost for direct patient care and healthcare improvements.
what are you saying?
Yeah, so here's who support it. California Public Employees Retirement Systems, United Healthcare Workers West. Here who opposes it. This is a really controversial one because it's
Okay.
quite literally people's lives and livelihoods.
Yeah.
So people who oppose it, California Medical Association, National Kidney Foundation, California Dialysis Council, DaVita Dialysis, American Nurses Association, California. So
Okay. I don't
from
get
what
it.
I can find,
Okay.
and just talking around from my friends, some
Okay.
who are in the medical field, they oppose it. Ultimately saying if this goes through, that funding, that these clinics can close and people who need dialysis won't necessarily be able to go in.
Wait,
and get
why
their
would
treatment.
the clinics close though?
It has to do with funding. So
Okay.
yeah, so if you
Because
vote,
like I don't
yes.
understand this. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know it's a confusing one. So we can let's just read through some of this. So
Okay.
so what's it mean? For
Give it to me.
example, the clinic can charge to cover the wages and benefits for clinic staff who provide care, pharmaceuticals, or medical supplies to patients. They can also charge for what they pay to cover staff training, patient education, and counseling. However, clinics must refund any charges that do not fall into those categories. According to supporters, the purpose of the proposition is to limit profits of dialysis corporations and encourage profits to be invested in better care. Hello?
I don't get it.
However, opponents say the measure severely limits what insurance companies are required to pay for. So they're saying, so people who are opposing this are saying that insurance companies may not then have to be required to pay for it. So they
Okay.
and patients can't afford it on their own. Clinics wouldn't be able, if they didn't have the money to support it necessarily, wouldn't be able to stay open. So the ability to get dialysis treatments would then force people to have to like go into like the ER or something like that versus a clinic.
Okay.
So if the clinic's closed and you need dialysis treatment, you
What
might
is
wanna-
dialysis?
kidney?
Yeah. Kidney Kidney failure?
I think it's a blood transfusion. So, probably because your kidney can't clean things out on its own.
Okay. Yes.
So it's very serious.
No, now I know. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you vote no, you oppose requiring kidney dialysis clinics to refund to patients or their insurance providers any revenue above 115 of the costs.
Aren't a lot of dialysis is done in home and not in clinic though?
I don't know.
Anyways, talk to your friends that have kidney problems.
Money, opposition, over 53 million has been raised.
Whoa.
Support 18. No.
Okay, so that's a lot both ways.
So it looks like the medical field is opposing it.
Because they want to make more money though?
Because they don't want patients to die. They don't want the clinics to close. So if you want people to continue to be able to get treatment the way they've been getting treatment, you would vote no.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, I'll just vote no.
I'm
going to research it more.
Prop 9's out.
Okay.
That's the one. That's the drama we want to learn. By 10. Prop 10. Affordable Housing Act Local Rent Control Initiative. This initiative supports, yes.
I just wanted to say
Lindsay.
Thank you so much. If people are still watching, you're doing your job as an American citizen to listen and at least have the intention to get out there and vote on November 6th. So, gratitude. Just, gratitude for those of you that are still watching.
And trying to educate yourself. Because clearly we still need to get educated on things. So if we've gotten anything wrong,
I openly know
totally
nothing.
can.
I openly know nothing.
Let us know. This type of communication is what needs to happen.
Yeah. Comment, share, email us, let us know all the things.
We don't pretend to be experts, so we're figuring it out with you.
Yep.
Prop 10, Affordable Housing Act Local Rent Control Initiative. This initiative supports allowing local governments across California to adopt rent control to own houses, condos, new apartments, and vacant units.
What does that mean? Okay.
So, ultimately, this initiative would repeal a 1995 law that was passed that eliminated a city's ability to control whether or how much landlords can charge tenants for renting a single-family home, condo, or apartment building.
Wait, so is this rent control?
This is rent control.
Revoking rent control. Or reenacting rent control?
Reenacting it.
Reenacting it. Very interesting.
So it got eliminated in 95. It's now coming back.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
So the conversations I've had is that in the long run, if this passes, this would actually make our housing crisis worse. Okay. It would make things more expensive.
Yeah.
And it would be harder.
Yeah.
Ultimately, new homes won't get built. Because if home builders won't build new homes if they know they can't make money off of it. So our housing crisis would actually get worse and it'd be more impacted.
Okay. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of rent control.
Okay.
I lived in New York City.
Yeah.
It gets weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just don't want them controlling the market. I don't know.
Yeah.
Let it go.
Yeah.
And then in China, I guess they revoked all the rent control and things got better.
For the market. Out.
Yeah. 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 So we'll see.
So that's 10. 11. Ambulance employees paid on-call breaks, training in mental health services.
Wait, I kind of like this. Is there anything bad about this one? I really want this to happen.
Nope. $0 for opposition.
Whoa, and $21 million to get it going.
Yeah.
I would love ambulances. So when you have an emergency and shit's going down, they're going to be equipped to deal with you.
Yeah.
If you're going crazy or if you have a family member that's going crazy.
It also has to do with remaining on call during their breaks. Which is employees,
Yeah, you should.
As long as they are paid at their regular pay rate during those breaks.
Which it's a 15-minute break, right?
I don't know.
Legally, it's two
breaks.
15-minute breaks. Yeah, you should be on call on your break. Sorry, you're an EMT.
Yeah. So
you're an emergency person. You have to be on call.
Yeah. So
you don't have a normal job.
Yeah. Well, and your job is to save people.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we appreciate you.
Yes, we love
First responders, and we'd love you even more.
Thank you. Yeah.
If you were on break if you were on break and saved my life, I would love you even more.
Yes.
Yes. 12. Ooh.
Wait, last one. Last one. Wait. 12.
Prop 12.
I really like that whistling.
Thanks.
Okay, go.
Farm Animal Confinement Initiative. intéressant.
Whoa. Whoa. Wait, let me look at the money. I have to peek at the money. Whoa. A lot of money in this one, guys. A lot of money. Okay, give it to us. Give it to us.
Okay, that's actually fewer commas.
Oh, just kidding.
Still money.
But still money.
Move the comma. Farm Animal Confinement Initiative. This initiative... Watch this.
Okay.
This initiative would ban sale of meat and eggs from animals that are kept in areas below a specified number of square feet.
Yes.
So cage-free.
Yes.
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 Prop 12.
Whoa.
Dubbed the Prevention of Cruelty to Farm Animals Act, would ban the sale of meat and eggs from calves raised for veal, breeding pigs, and egg-laying hens confined in areas below a specific number of square feet.
Goosebumps. That's a yes.
Yes. So here's the thing that's interesting about this one. And
Okay. Tell me.
So a few weeks ago, Ladies Aloud, we hosted a walkthrough. That's where this is from. A walkthrough of all 11 of these props in partnership with the League of Women Voters, and also all 12 of the San Diego, because we're local to San Diego. And this one was interesting because all of us were like, yes, yes, let the animals like live, let them stand. You know, you've all seen the horrific fork over knives type things where it's like you can't eat meat ever again.
Yeah.
And one woman raised her hand whose father is a farmer, and her question was, well, okay, we all want the animals to have more space, but who incurs the cost of changing all of their housing or whatever?
Yeah.
And ultimately, it would be the farmers are the ones who have to front the money to turn things over. So she was saying,
Kind of tricky there.
yeah, it was just a counterpoint that I instantly was saying, yes, let them run free. But just another thing to take into consideration that there are also human lives involved with this.
Yeah.
It's not going to be till 2022 where you can no longer sell meat or eggs that don't comply. So there is some time to turn it over.
Okay.
So people who support it: Humane Society of U.S., Prevent Cruelty California, San Francisco Society for Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, Sierra Club. I love them. People who oppose it: PETA opposes this, and their reason is because it's not extreme enough. The animals need even more space. So that's PETA. Friends of Animals say it's not extreme enough. The other side is the farm angle.
I want to say one more thing about this too. If you are really opposed to this, vote with your dollar and don't buy the meat. Mm-hmm. And buy meat that, you know what I mean? We could change it organically.
Yeah.
Well, with our vote, with our money. You vote with your dollar.
Yep.
So if you buy free range, organic, cage-free. I mean, we're going to make it happen without even this happening. So,
eventually. And I don't know where this came from. It could have been that. It could have been market research or consumer behavior is what really put this on the ballot in the first place. Yeah. I don't know.
Interesting.
Just making that up.
I mean,
so it's interesting nonetheless.
Yeah.
Currently, here's another fun fact. Currently, only 38% of California egg farmers are cage-free farmers. I don't know. Fun fact.
Yeah.
So that's it. Those were all 12 props.
All right. So everybody, November 6th, vote.
Google where you need to vote.
Google where you need to go. Libraries.
Rec centers, community centers. For me, it's around the street. I have a senior living home. And they do it.
I think that's where mine is too. It's a senior living home.
And I love them.
So thank you guys so much for watching. If you've made it to this point, we're about 30 minutes in here. So
thank you.
Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe. We have lots more videos coming.
Questions and corrections if we're wrong, please. Because we're looking for information too.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is what matters.
This is a conversation that we want to get started, so we want to chat with you guys. So comment below. Let us know. We love you. Bye.
Bye. Oh, gracious. And we're off to a great start.
Hello, everybody.